Welcome back to Wayfarer 717. I hope everyone had a wonderful holiday weekend, even if you spent it like myself working and just trying to find some peace. But I'm just gonna get into it today. I've been feeling a lot of inner energy. Like, I feel like my whole body's like just bursting with this energy that has no place to go. It needs an outlet. And then last night I was just standing outside looking at the stars and just taking the time to look around me and watching the fireflies. And I'm just like, this is so peaceful, so beautiful. And then, like, no matter how dark it is, there's always some light. So I'm not really sure what's going on, but we're going to start with the Messenger Oracle and see if we can get a little insight. My readings are all timeless and for the collective, so some may resonate and some may not. If none of it resonates, then just keep in mind that it's not for you. Tarot is for entertainment purposes only. So, yeah, all of these have been pre-cut, pre-shuffled off camera. Okay. So right away, we're jumping in with Make the Sacrifice. This came out in my last reading too. So there's some sacrifices that you know that you need to make and that you're just not making it. So whatever that means, we will find out. I'm going to pull another one. Nourish the soul. So I feel like maybe we're spending a lot of time like nourishing our body and nourishing our wants, but we're not nourishing our needs. So you got to nourish those things that you feel passionate about, that you truly care about. Maybe that's why you need to make some sacrifices, because you're not nourishing your soul. You're only nourishing the physical. I really love this deck. I've only used it a few times now. Once in a personal reading, maybe twice. Let your emotions flow. So maybe you're blocking your emotions, and that's why you're not able to feed your soul. You got to be able to feel your feelings and feel them in a healthy way. Let me pull some tarot. Alright, let's clarify. Let's clarify these sacrifices. I feel like there's some clarity getting ready to happen. Almost like an inner awakening. I kind of feel like that all of this internal energy I'm feeling, I feel like maybe you're getting ready to have some kind of awakening, whether that be spiritual or just about your life. Or maybe you're getting ready to learn something new about you. Alright, Spirit. Okay. We got 2 cards. Got the Knight of Cups. And the Ace of Swords. So, this knight is kind of just sitting there, just looks like he's daydreaming, not making any moves. It's kind of like stuck. Maybe you're stuck in your emotions, unable to know which path to take. But there is opportunity here. There's light, new beginnings, new chapter. So let your emotions flow so you can move forward. Maybe you're not taking a look at your emotions. Maybe you're running from them, hiding from them. But until you can learn to look at them and feel them, you're just going to be stuck. You're not going to move anywhere. You're not going to do anything. And then your soul's going to suffer. Your soul's suffering now. And it's trying to break free. It's trying to wake up. Gotta let go of your thinking, your mindset, and whatever connections or whatever you're doing to poison your soul is what I'm hearing. Anything that's poisonous to your soul, you need to let go of. And you're just so stuck in the comfort of it that you don't maybe know how. But once you do, you're going to give yourself the opportunity for this whole new beginning that you're seeking. I don't know why I picked up the Oracle, but I guess Spirit wants to say something else with the Oracle. Alright, Spirit. I guess we got 2. We got Follow the Moon and Have Courage, which I believe also came, which I believe also came out in the last reading I did. So we're going to start with this Have Courage. So you got to have courage to make these sacrifices. And you got to have courage to let your emotions flow, to show your emotions, to be a little bit vulnerable. Because only when we're vulnerable are we open to receive. You have to trust. You have to believe. You have to be like, yes, I'm open and I'm ready. Because if you're closed, you don't get anything. Closed mouth don't get fed, right? Closed heart don't get nourished. You have to have the courage to be you in whatever way that means. You have to find your truth. You have to be true to yourself. And then follow the moon. She's looking down, but I feel like she's still seeing the magic that's all around. We're starting to see the magic. This moon is lighting her path, but it's also illuminating things that she wouldn't normally see. So you gotta follow your heart, follow the moon. There's magic in everything. This moon's showing her the magic. Surrounded by it. Anything can be magical. You just gotta believe. Oracle, I think, is what I'm being called for. Show that you care. You gotta open yourself up to show that you care about the things that you actually care about. And you gotta show that you care to yourself. Sorry. I feel like this is her inner dragon, you know. She's gotta tame her dragon. Her soul. Learn to tame the soul and direct it. Love and care can go a long way in taming anyone. I've learned that from experience. I've learned that. Kill them with kindness, as they say, but you gotta kill yourself with kindness too. I think that's important. Alright, we're gonna go back to this oracle because I need more information. Alright. Some clarifiers out. Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, I mean, you're so close to attaining something. Maybe you're so close to attaining this clarity, this awakening. She's just standing there so peacefully, just waiting. Just waiting. She just looks so in harmony with everything. You gotta find the balance. Find the balance. Find the balance in your emotions. That's what I'm feeling. Finding the balance in your emotions. What's this clarity I'm feeling though? What are we about to get clarified on? Sorry, I'm a little off. I've been fighting a migraine all day. I almost didn't do this reading, but then I felt like I couldn't not do this reading, so. So, Five of Cups. So, yeah. We're a little unstable in our emotions. Unsure which way to go, what to do. But I feel like the way will be clear once you make these sacrifices. But you have to find the courage to do so. I don't know if maybe you're feeling stuck in a connection, stuck within yourself. I feel like you're just stuck within yourself. But there very well could be some connections and some behaviors that you need to let go of for sure. Because clearly you're not allowing yourself to feel your emotions. So there's some imbalance. Maybe you're wearing some rose-colored glasses and you just can't get over. Maybe you're too afraid for the clarity. But there is light. You are guided. You are protected. But once again, you have to be open and a little bit vulnerable. Vulnerability is not a weakness. It's actually a strength. Wheel of Fortune. Your luck is about to turn. You do have blessings waiting for you. But you can't see them. Because you don't believe in the magic. You don't believe in magic. You've lost faith. You gotta find your faith. You gotta believe. You gotta believe in things that you can't see. Things that you can't even... Maybe right now everything's so dark that you can't see the light at the end of the tunnel. You can't see anything as a blessing. I was thinking the other day about little acts of kindness, you know, from strangers. I had this guy I've never met before just be extremely nice to me for no reason. And I was like, gentle acts of strangers, you know. And then I had another very nice encounter after that, so, with a stranger. And another act of kindness. Maybe you need to find a little act of kindness to do to show that you care. When we go outside of ourselves and we do little things like that, I think it feels good, you know, just to do it because you care. Not for any reward, not for, you know, recognition, just to do it because that's the thing to do. But you have to have courage. You just have to have courage. I think you're hiding behind this wall, behind this mask. This feels like a spin-off of the last reading. You have so much waiting. So much waiting. Bad luck can only be bad luck for so long. You have to believe that it's going to come to an end. You have to believe that this stagnation is only going to last so long, but you have to balance, get your emotions in balance. You have to get your thoughts in balance. Because that's the only way you're going to get to this new beginning. This new beginning is by releasing and letting go and being open to new. Be kind to yourself. I feel like you're being really hard on yourself. Now's not the time to be too hard on yourself. Yes, please recognize, you know, where you need to make the changes. It's where this make the sacrifices. You got to take that look at yourself that you don't want to look at. We all have shadow work to do. We all have healing to do. But you have to let go of what is no longer serving you because it's getting you nowhere. Yeah. Nine of Swords. And Five of Pentacles. So you're still, once again, you're stuck in your mind. You're stuck in your mind and you're creating all of these emotions that are unfulfilling and not serving your highest good. You have to get out of this heavy mindset and this woe is me, and you have to see that you've got all this stuff waiting to happen for you. But here, because you're so stuck in your emotions and so stuck in your head, you can't see this doorway. And you're not alone, but it's like nobody's seeing this door. You got this girl looking away. Maybe this is your physical being, maybe this is representing the inner and the outer of you. Maybe your physical person is just not capable of looking and seeing that there's a door right there. All you gotta do is turn around and open it, while here is your emotional self just sitting on the ground. Gotta get off the ground. Like I told a friend of mine who, this card came out in a reading of theirs. Gotta put on your big girl panties and you gotta get up off the ground. I'll say it once, I'll say it twice, I'll say it 1,000,000 times. Get off the ground. There's no reason to be on the ground when there's a door right there. You just gotta know that there is a door there, Maybe that door is a person. Maybe that door is, your belief, your faith. Either way, you got to turn around and you got to open it so that you can open yourself. It's okay to be hurt, and it's okay to be lost, and it's okay to feel all these things, but you cannot allow yourself to get so wrapped up in it that you can't get off the ground, that you can't allow yourself to allow help or love or anything like that. You're shutting the door on nourishing your soul. Nourish your soul through kindness, through love, through courage, through letting your emotions flow, all of this, And remember that you have so much good fortune waiting for you on all levels. Okay, I guess Spirit wants to give us 2 more cards. These I've never pulled before. I lie. I have, just not on this desk. So yeah, we've got the Tower. So here's that moment that you're getting ready to face, or you're already facing this life-changing moment. This is the moment that brings about clarity. But you're not seeing what this tower moment's trying to teach you because you're stuck in your head. There's so much being stuck and stagnant and just, you gotta get off the ground because you're the Emperor. You can make anything happen. You're coming into your power. This tower moment is going to bring you into your power. And you are going to have all this good luck. But you got to care about yourself. You got to care about other people. Be kind to you. Nourish your soul. You know? Get off the ground. Believe in the magic. Believe in your faith. Believe in whatever it is that you believe in. Let that be your guide. But you got to make the sacrifices. So that you can have the new beginning that you want. The new beginning that's meant for you. You have to get out of your head and realize that you are coming into fulfillment. You're ready. You're ready to stop being so scared. But even then, you got to have the courage still, you know, to let your emotions flow so that you can attain all of this. Find the balance. Find the balance in your connections. Find the balance in your emotions. Find the balance in what it is that you want and what it is that you're no longer going to accept. So that you can move forward. So that you can stop standing still and just thinking about what it is that you want and what it is that you want to do. And in what direction you want to go, because I'm feeling like almost any direction at this point is better than no direction at all, but don't mistake that for making bad decisions. You still gotta make good decisions. Now I'm gonna pull from this Oracle deck I love so much too. Alright. Shit. Alright. Now I'm ready. Yeah, you're coming into your power. And you know that you're powerful. But you're letting wounds from the past stop you. You think it's going to be just a redo of every other thing. This isn't Groundhog's Day, you know. The same things don't have to be all the time. You are in charge of changing it. But I do want to pull this because I do want to read this one. I feel like there's more that I'm not saying that she wants to say. You gotta believe in your power, though. I'm not in the English. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, you gotta find this stability. I'm just still hearing stability. Awareness, creating harmony, surrendering to the magic. There's so much wisdom and psychic potential within you, but you're not listening to what your heart is telling you. You only have to tap into it to awaken these primal senses. Your inability not to trust your instincts is leading you down a path which feels uncertain. You're feeling frustrated as things do not seem to be working out in your favor, and quite understandably, you are feeling demoralized. You must learn to trust. Do not hide your potential. Bring it out into the world and shine your light. You'll be amazed at how quickly life can turn around for the better when your heart and soul are in harmony. Excuse me. It's part of my migraine today, just my sinuses. Everything's been draining. So yeah, trust in you, trust in the magic. Find the peace and balance so that you can bring your light. That's what's trying to come out. I think that's all this energy I've been feeling. It's you, like, needing to break out, to shine your light. Shine your light. I wonder, maybe one more parting for this one. Though I really like that other deck. Just feel like, anything else from this deck? I feel like there's more that wants to come out. This one's sticking out. A new day dawns. So yeah, you just need to stop letting things that aren't serving you be any part of your life. You gotta let it go so you can move on. You gotta understand that there are people out there that are out there to love you for you, to care about you for you, to lend that hand, But you ultimately are the creator of your life and, the captain of your destiny, if you want to look at it like that. But you have to believe that you are being guided, that you are being listened to by God, the divine, whatever. They're waiting to answer, but you got to open up. Be vulnerable. So that all of this inner power, this awakening to yourself and what it is that is meant for you in life can come to fruition, because it's waiting. It's waiting.